we're going to talk about the market tanking. Woo-wee. Will, what's going on out there?
There's some really bad stuff happening out there. That's what I will tell you. I saw that Bitcoin dropped around 38K last night. Still there. We're still at 38K. Ethereum, second largest crypto asset, dropped even below 3,000. I think it's hovering around like 2,800. Nailed it. Right. Look at that. 2,800. We're in a bad territory right now for Bitcoin. We're in bad territory for all crypto assets, which is a nice kind of point to bring up. Omkar Goble, markets analyst at CoinDesk, brought up this morning in an article. You should definitely go check it out. All of these tokens and cryptocurrencies are tied to securities. They're just trading with where the equity markets are trading. Doesn't matter what you are. You might claim to be Bitcoin, the future money of the internet. You might be Ethereum, smart contract platform. Doesn't matter where the S&P is going. Your token is also going. So we saw a lot of frustration, a lot of liquidations also out there. I forget what the largest number was. I think it was Binance had like over $150 million in liquidations from traders, which is a lot of capital getting cleaned off the shelf and into CZ's hands. Zach, I want to throw this one up to you. What was your takeaway? A lot of people are saying, hey, bear market's here, time to biddle. What's your take?
Well, yeah, I mean, crypto remains highly volatile. I think the interesting thing is, again, that mirroring, like the mirroring of crypto to traditional equities, I think is really interesting, right? Like there's been all this theorizing over time that this was something that didn't respond in kind the way other things did in the market, but we're seeing that it's sort of behaving just like other stuff in the market. And I think that's interesting to me. I don't know if it's time to biddle. I mean, it's always time to biddle, but I don't know if it's going to be like an extended bear market like we saw last time around. This could be it. That would be that. But I don't know. It's like also like the conditions in which Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies exist now is far different from the last time we saw a crypto winter through 2019 and into 2020. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all shakes out, whether or not this is a temporary blip or whether we are in biddle season, time to hunker down and stay warm. So I don't know. We'll see. Interesting to see all these things fall together as opposed to falling separately. And it's going to be interesting to see if like one or some of these assets can defeat sort of the macro forces at play. But I saw Will and I saw Jen. I don't know who was first, but I'm going to go with Jen.
No, Will was first. Take it away, Will.
Oh, dang it. I got it wrong. All right, Will. You.
Well, actually, Jen should go first because I have a question for everybody, but I want to hear Jen's thoughts before I ask that question. So Jen, please take the stage.
Had a question. Okay, so my question was directed at Naomi, and she just put her hand up. A lot of the mainstream articles that were unpacking this story this morning were pointing to regulation in China and regulation in Russia as one of the reasons why the crypto market is on a downturn. And for new people to the space, should they be worried? I mean, we always talk about governments not being able to outban crypto, but with China and Russia, should new people to the space be worried that governments banning crypto are going to send the price going down and essentially make them lose money because they probably bought when the price is much higher than it is today?
And one thing I will say is that if anyone is saying that governments can't ban crypto, they're completely false. The government can absolutely ban crypto. The government can absolutely ban Bitcoin. The US government can absolutely ban Bitcoin. All of these things are absolutely on the table. So anyone saying otherwise is crazy. What people say is that it can't be stopped. So even if governments put out bans, this is a borderless innovation. This has no barriers to entry. This is very difficult to enforce any sort of ban. So it's not that the government can't put out an edict, it's how are they going to enforce it when it's very difficult to monitor what code someone is running on their computer. So the idea behind Bitcoin is that it can't be stopped. It's this decentralized phenomenon. Even if an entire jurisdiction like China shuts it down, first of all, people are still flying under the radar in China and still putting their money into this asset. But also, you just see it migrate across the globe. I mean, if there was some sort of coordinated effort across the globe where every single jurisdiction in the entire world said, we ban this, first of all, I would be like, wow, that's the first time we've ever come together on anything. We have Russia and China and the US and, Liechtenstein, they all agree on the same thing. Like, first of all, it's completely unfeasible that that's ever going to happen. And even if it did, you can't stop these people running code on their computer. But I will say that, I interviewed Amir Taki recently, who's an OG in the space, who said that this period of consolidation is really a great thing for crypto, because we've seen this narrative in crypto shift over the last few years with more institutional mainstream players coming into the fold, and they've changed the narrative around crypto from being something about financial revolution to something that, oh, well, let's absorb it into the existing system. Let's take all of the bite out of it. Let's KYC everything. He says that the consolidation phase is actually great because it gets rid of all the fluff in the movement, and we just see the people who really believe in it, who believe in the power of it and the freedom that it enables, sticking around. It's exactly the same conversation that I actually had at the Coin Congress conference with Brock Pierce in 2015. So the price of Bitcoin, we'd come down from the $1,000 high. It'd been sitting at like $200, $300. And we're like, wow, is this the end of everything? We've seen this giant bubble. And made the same point then. It was such a great conference because like hardly anyone attended. I emceed that conference and it was just so sparsely populated because all the fluff had disappeared. The exuberance that came around with the 2013 spike to $1,000, that had all left. And it was the people who were saying, okay, back to core ideals. Why are we in this game? It's because we believe in the power of this. It is the first decentralized money in existence. This has real promise, and we believe that this is going to empower a huge swath of people across the globe. It's exactly the same situation now, only now we've brought into the fold of people who are sticking around so many more people, and the price is at $38,000, like 200 compared to 38. I don't think we should be sad at the moment. If you got in late, if you got in like 60,000, I don't think you should be sad either. I think that decentralized money has such promise, and we haven't even begun to see the potential of this realized. But I will throw this to you, Will, for your thoughts.
Really quick, Control, before we move on, I want to ask everyone a question. If we are in biddle season, what are you going to do? What are you going to do during a bear market? Zach, editing?
I'm going to cover the news like I do through, it's how we do it.
Yeah.
We cover the news through thick and thin. We were here during the last crypto winter, man. There was tons of good stories to tell. So I ain't sweating it.
Okay,
Don't worry about
Naomi?
it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
runway.
going to keep covering the news. I'm following Zach. We here for the long term. We're letting people know what's going on and why they should still be excited about all the incredible innovation that's going on. That innovation hasn't stopped. So, Jen.
Yeah, buy low, sell high. I'm going to take a line from Control. No, I'm following Zach and Naomi. I'm going to continue covering the news. What is there to do, Will?
Wow.
What are you going to do?
Will's getting a new hobby. He's going to do like a workout regimen or something.
I'm going to rage quit. I'm going to rage quit and go move to Puerto Rico.
Out of here. Will's out of here.
Become a bum. Sorry. See you guys later.